Hello and welcome to today's lesson. I'm going to show you how to play my arrangement of Beethoven's Symphony No. 5. This is arranged for early intermediate piano and it is absolutely free and it's on my website, which is veronicapiano88.com. I'll leave a nice and easy link for you down in the description so you can find it nice and easy, and the sheet music is right there under freebies, and get yourself a copy. So I'm going to show you as much as I can here the next 10 minutes. So let's take a look at these notes here, and maybe I'll even write some fingers in. What fingers should we start with? It's true you can start these with different fingers I'm giving you, but I'm just going to say that it might make sense to line up your fingers on B, C, D, and E. Let me get rid of those natural symbols. All right. So if that's the case, over on E, we're going to start off with 4, and C would be 2. D over here would be 3, and B over here would be 1. Now what the left hand is doing is actually doubling up on the same notes. Left hand also has E, 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 C. Maybe we'll position 4 fingers, fingers 1 through 4 on those notes as well. I think it'd be easier and more strong than or stronger than doing fingers 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. So the E here would be finger 1, the C would be finger 3, the D would be finger 2, and the B would be finger 4. Moving on to our next part here, we'll take a look at these next 4 measures. We have E, we have 3 of these going down to C, up to an F, maybe moving that middle finger over to the F, the thumb down to the E, reaching over with the 5th finger to C, and middle finger A. I'm going to write that all on the screen here. So starting 3 at the E, going down to 1 on C, bringing 3 up a step to F, and bring the thumb over to the E, 5th finger up on C, and 3rd finger on A. Now, as far as bass clef notes are, I'm just going to go ahead and write in some bass clef notes here. This is A, right under middle C, and the note below that is in E. These notes are tied through the next couple of measures, so we're just going to play A and E right here and hold them. So that's going to just join in when as soon as we hit C. Now let's go to the next group of notes. Again, we're going to be starting off with E. E would be 3. Let's change back to this red here. And then going down to B on 1. And F, you can play with 4 if you like, because the finger 4 is going to be very close to F already. But if we want to keep the same finger pattern, you can just kind of reach over with 3 again. That might be easier to remember, but you do whatever is easier of those 2 choices for you to do. The thumb will move into the E, and 5th finger over to D, and down to B. Also, if you want more detailed help than what I'm offering today in today's online lesson, definitely contact me on my website for one-on-one online lessons. We can go over any pieces you like, but certainly we can spend more time on this in detail of some of the finer things of the piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the right hand of that part again. The left hand at that moment will still have E as the lower note. The upper note is going to be a G sharp. Again, these are going to be tied through the next couple of measures, so we don't need to play them again. Before, we were playing EA like this. E G sharp just means bringing the A down to what would be the same as an A flat, right? now this whole line. Moving around along to line 3, we're going to be up on E here. The E is the highest note of this line, so let's reserve that for finger 5. 5 will be up on this E. Which means 4 is D, 3 is C. We can really keep our hand in this position for this part. Double numbers I'm just going to skip over. Again, B would be 2, 2 would 5, 2 would 4, 1 and 3, 1. So all of this can be accomplished in the same exact position. Our hands are just going to be lined up A through E, where the 5th finger is E. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, both 2 and 5, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, the thumb A, and then G sharp E. Now let's go over to some of these left hand notes. Left hand, we start off with middle C. Let's start off middle C with the 3rd finger. So we have 3, 3, 2 on the D. 1 will be this E up here in the 5th finger or 4th finger, but I think 5th finger might be better. Same thing here, the 3rd finger C, 2nd finger D, going up to 1 and 5, just as we had before. Now the notes after this are also the same 2 letters, but the E is now lower than the G sharp, so your hand's just going to move down. We're going to need this note now, so just move your fingers down. 2 and 4, 2 and 5. You have some choices on that one. But we'll write in that we have an an A on top and an E below it. The next measure here, we have an F with a C. And the final measure here, E and B. Let's do one more part here where we have F, F, D, both hands. But let's skip on to the next part because that's the part you might need a little bit of help with. We're going to split this up where the right hand's going to be doing F, D, and B. So F can be 5, D is 3, B is 1. Left hand's going to pick it up at G sharp. Let's do G sharp and then F with 2 and then 3. So G sharp here would be a 2. The F's would be a 3. And then bring the thumb under to the E, because you're going to jump down an octave to E and end on AE. So the thumb is going to go right under the middle finger to E. You're going to drop down to the 5th finger on the E's. And then finally, the notes are A with E. Now, to hear a recording of the whole thing played all the way through, definitely visit my website on the page Recordings. There should be recordings for most things that are in the classical music page. Thank you for joining me today for this lesson on Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. I hope you get yourself a free copy of this and start learning it right away because it's such a great piece, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson very soon.